Hiya, folks. Hold on to your hats and pass those Kellogg's Corn Pops. Because here comes Guy Madison as Wild Bill and his pal Jingles, which is me, Andy Devine. We got another rootin' tootin' Wild Bill Hickok adventure story for you from that great new cereal with the sweetening already on it, Kellogg's Corn Pops!
Kellogg's Corn Pops brings you Wild Bill Hickok, starring Guy Madison as Wild Bill and Andy Devine as his pal Jingles. With both their war bags and 6 guns loaded for trouble, Wild Bill Hickok and his deputy Jingles are headed for the town of Pleasantville. After covering 30 miles yesterday, they made camp on the banks of a clear little stream called Singing Creek. This morning, they are just about to jump into the only bathtub known to Western trail riders.
Last one in's a rotten egg, Bill. Here I go.
Right with you, Jingles.
Man, does that feel good.
Yeah, it sure does. We sure hit a lot of dust yesterday.
Oh, you said it. Hey, throw me the soap, Bill, before somebody decides to plow me up and plant potatoes.
Here you are.
Oh, boy, I could just stay in here and wallow in this creek all day like a happy little hog.
Hey, don't sit down. You'll plug up the creek and leave me high and dry.
Oh, now, Bill, I'm not that big.
Then let's just say it's a small creek.
Yeah, let's. Hey, say, Bill, what are we going to Pleasantville for?
To see if I have any messages. I left word at Abilene that I'd stop in Pleasantville.
Then you mean that for once we're not heading for trouble?
Nope, we're just a-riding. Better get your boots on. It's time we're hitting the trail.
Okay. But that no trouble business sounds too good to be true. I'll still keep my fingers crossed till after we've checked that telegraph office for a message from Abilene.
Whoa, boy, whoa, whoa.
Whoa. This the place, Bill?
Yep, this is it, Jingles. Let's go in.
Well, I still got my fingers crossed, and I've been hanging on to my rabbit's foot all the way into Pleasantville.
Well, howdy, strangers. What can I do for you?
We just dropped by to see if you had a telegram for us.
Yeah, but we don't want any.
What's that? You don't want any?
You heard me.
Well, you're not likely to get any, unless I know your names.
The telegram would be for Joe Smith.
Joe Smith? Now, Bill, you know that.
Never mind, Jingles.
Oh, okay.
What's going on here, gents? First you want a telegram, then you don't. You give your name as Joe Smith, but this big fella calls you Bill, and you're calling him Jingles. It just don't sound right. There's something fishy.
Yeah, kind of mixed up, huh? But it's all right, mister. You see, my partner's name is Joe Bill Smith. But his ma used to call him Mush in the face.
It don't make no difference. Ain't got no telegram for none of them fellas.
Oh, you haven't?
That's what I said. Nary a thing.
Woo! Hey, my rabbit foot's working today. No telegrams, no trouble. Come on, Bill, let's go paint the town red.
All right, Jingles. We'll be back later, mister, if a message comes.
Can if you want to. But in the meantime, you better be careful about painting the town red. Folks around Pleasantville like our town just the color 'tis.
Hey, Jingles, look up ahead there.
Yeah, Madison show. Come on, Bill, maybe we'll find something to do after all.
Now, gents, step right up close to the platform. That's it. I, Dr. T. Buddington Shoes, am about to perform some of the most amazing feats of prestidigitation ever to confound the eyes of man.
Bill, did you hear what he said he was
That's
going to
it.
do?
Yeah, I
Step
heard him.
Closer, boys. Now, in order to perform these amazing tricks, I shall need an assistant. You, my good man, you. The one with the shape like a bale of cotton.
Now, who's got a shape like that?
You, laughing boy.
Who's he? Who, me?
That's right. Step right up here and give me a hand.
Oh, no, not me.
Go ahead, Jingles. You were looking for something to do.
Well, all right.
That's right, my good man. Come right up those steps.
Well, I don't think I'm going to like this.
That's it.
Well, here I am.
Good afternoon, sir. May I introduce myself?
Oh, sure, go right ahead.
I am T. Buddington Chews, Doctor of Health and Happiness, actor, traveler and musician, and originator of that wonderful nostrum, Dr. Chews' famous magic snake oil remedy, which I shall offer for sale in just a few moments. I also sing.
My goodness, all of that's just imagined.
Every bit and more, sir. I am also a proponent of the theory that the hand is quicker than the eye.
Well, do tell. Well, go ahead and prove it.
Then what, may I ask you, sir, are you planning to do with that chicken under your hat?
Chicken? Oh, are you loco? There's no chicken under my hat. Now, look, I'll just take it off and show you. Well, what do you know?
And now, my good friends, I shall further amaze you by performing that famous trick of sawing a human being in half, right before your startled eyes. Here you are, sir. Will you be good enough to lie down in this big black box?
Yeah, the big... Who, me? No.
Certainly, sir. Without someone to saw in two, I cannot saw.
Oh, well, now, if you look real good, you can tell your friends you saw me heading down the street just lickety-cut. Hey, Bill, let's get out of here before I get separated from my other hand. Oh.
What's the matter, Jingles?
Why, that smooth-talking galoot was going to saw me in two pieces.
That was only a trick, Jingles.
A dirty trick on my stomach, that's what. Hey, look who's coming.
Hey, you gents. Hey, wait up just a minute. Oh, yes, that there telegram you asked about, but didn't want, it come anyway, just a few minutes ago, for Joe Smith. And here it is.
Thank you, mister.
Oh, now, don't open it, Bill. Oh, now you've gone and done it. What did it say?
Looks like our fun's over, Jingles. This telegram spells trouble, and plenty of it.
Howdy, partners. This is Panhandle Jim. And you know what I just did? I turned my radio up. Got to munching my corn pops so loud I couldn't hear so good. I figure most of you wranglers are eating Kellogg's corn pops right now. If you aren't, here's what you're missing. Corn pops are golden hearts of corn, all popped up big and smiling. They're crisp and crunchy. And listen to this. They're already sweetened for you. Eat them right out of the box, or when you chow down at breakfast, in a bowl with milk. No sugar needed, mind you. The sweetening's already there. You've never tasted anything so downright good as Kellogg's Corn Pops. Yes, sir, I'll stake my new 10-gallon hat you never enjoyed better eating. Now, tomorrow, sure, you'll want to saddle up and ride for the store. Load up on Kellogg's Corn Pops, so you'll have plenty around for breakfast and snacks. Now, listen to this little saying I always use. Kids love Pops, moms love Pops, and Pops love Pops. Now, let's get back to Wild Bill and Jingles.
Just when Jingles has escaped being sawed in two by Dr. T. Buddington Chews, the telegraph operator runs up to deliver a telegram to Wild Bill Hickok. Bill takes one look and says it means trouble, and plenty of it.
I knew it. Bill Trouble follows you around like a stalking lion. What's the telegram say?
Headquarters in Abilene says there's a couple of confidence men in this area. They want us to smoke them out.
Confidence men? You mean those buzzards that swindle old men and widows out of their land or money?
That's right, Jingles.
You want to send him an answer, Mr. Hickok?
Hickok? Now, how'd you know it wasn't Joe Smith like he said?
You don't think he could fool me, do you?
You're smart, huh?
All right, mister, so you know me. Well, don't spread it around, huh?
Oh, I won't, Marshal.
And send this reply to Abilene. Message received, wire complete description of criminals. And sign it Hickok.
I got you, Marshal. Hope they ain't closed for the day. It's kind of late.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of that. What time is it, Jingles?
Well, now, I'll just take a look at my old turnip and tell you it... Bill, my watch is gone. Some light-fingered salamander stole it, that's what.
Might have been a pickpocket in that crowd or on the Madison show.
Then let's go back there and cut him out of the herd.
Well, looks like the show's over.
Yeah, the crowd's breaking up and... Hey, hold it, gents! Hold it! There's a snake among you, and if I can find him, I mean to pull his fangs.
Take it easy, Jingles.
What's that, stranger?
I said there's a sidewinder in this crowd somewhere that stole my watch, and I'm about
That's
to...
mighty big talk, fat boy.
Oh.
Unless you mean to back it up, you better button that sagging lip.
You're doing some talking, mister. Maybe you're the one that got his watch.
Nobody talks to Slash Barker that way and lives. Draw, mister.
Did you see that draw? That's the fastest draw I ever seen.
You winged him, Bill.
Why'd you get into this, mister?
This is my partner. No one picks a fight with him without figuring on me, too.
Yeah? Well, you ain't seen the last of me. You got the drop on me once, but there'll be another time. And when it comes, they'll carve a slab for you on Boot Hill.
Don't be too sure about that. All right, men. Show's over. Break it up.
My land of living, Dr. Chews. It was sure thoughtful of you to come riding all the way out here with my bottle of remedy.
Not at all, my dear Mrs. Wilson. I was just closing up my show after a very successful day when I said to myself, Buddington, you haven't called on the widow Wilson this trip. Tonight is the night.
Oh, how sweet. You thought of me. My, it's been so long since a man has thought about me. It fair sets my hair to curling.
And a very pretty curl it is, too, Bedelia.
You call me Bedelia.
Please don't think me forward, ma'am.
Oh, I don't. Buddington.
Then I may hope, Bedelia.
Yes, Buddington. And now that I have found a man I can trust, I want your advice.
My advice about what, my love?
My money.
Money? How much money do you have, Bedelia?
$9,000.
That's a lot of money, Bedelia. Is it in the bank?
No, Buddington, it's here.
But you should not keep it here. If you want my advice, why don't you let me take it for you and put it in the Rock Falls Bank?
Oh, would you, Buddington? Here's the money.
You had it there in your chair all the time?
Yes. I knew I could trust you, Buddington.
Yes. Well, I must be going now.
So soon, Buddington?
Yes, but when I return, I may have something very personal to ask you, Bedelia.
Personal? Oh, Buddington.
But now I am off. I shall guard this money with my life until it is safely in the bank at Rock Falls. Goodbye, my fair Bedelia, until we meet again. Steady on, O mighty steed, whilst I the... What's the matter, Beelzebub? Is my poetry not to your liking? Then here is one I know you prefer. Looking at the upturned faces, Wayne cried, let our motto be, to the one who fights for freedom, God will give us victory. Belch the cannon's fire and thunder, burst the shells to left and right.
All right, you old fossil, reach for them stars.
Who dares to accost Dr. T. Buddington Chews?
Or get down off that horse pronto, or you'll be breathing through your skin.
Why do you wear a mask? What business have you with me, sir?
$9,000 worth of business, you old goat. I'd hand it over, fast.
This is an outrage, sir.
Here it is. This'll buy me a lot of what I want, mister. And just to keep you from spreading the word too fast, I'm gonna tie you up. Hold still.
You, sir, are a sneaking varmint and a low-life villain.
Instead of calling me names, you ought to be thankful I ain't plugging. Yeah. There, that'll hold you. Adios, sucker. Give my thanks to the widow when you see her. Yeah!
Bill, I've been thinking.
You mean that supper we had started your brain to working?
Well, now that might have had something to do with it. But I've been wondering whether that coyote / Barker could be one of those men you got a telegram about.
Might be, Jingles. We'll wait for a description and see if it fits.
Well, you got to watch out for him. He's out to get you, you know, and me too, come to think of it.
Jingles,
Yeah, somebody's limbering up a 6-gun.
the shots came from over this way. Let's go.
What do you reckon it is, Bill?
Hey, Jingles, look, up there on the road.
Yeah, it's a man, and there's somebody on a horse riding away.
Too dark to see much. I'll take a pot shot anyway.
He's too far to hit, Bill.
Yeah. Let's stop and help this gent. Whoa, whoa, boy. Whoa, hold up.
Oh.
Jingles, look who it is.
Did I hear you say Jingles, sir?
Oh, Bill, that sounds like Dr. T. Buddington Chew.
It is Jingles. What happened, Dr. Chews?
Here, now, I'll untie you while you tell us.
It's a tragedy, my friends. I was entrusted with some money by a very dear friend. But just now a masked bandit held me at gunpoint and took the money.
Whose money was it?
The widow Wilson's.
How much money?
$9,000, and that road agent is getting away with it.
Why, that ring-tailed lizard?
I'm not so sure he's getting away.
What do you mean, Bill?
You'd never catch him now, sir.
Can you make it back to town, Doctor?
Oh, yes, I suppose so.
Then go to the sheriff's office and wait. Jingles, go get Widow Wilson and bring her into the sheriff's office.
But what are you going to do, Bill?
I'm going to track down that thieving snake and drag him in at the end of a rope.
Well, partners, we're really getting both barrels on this show. But how about taking a minute to catch your breath while your old sidekick Panhandle Jim does a little chinning about something real good? It's about Kellogg's Corn Pops, a wonderful eating cereal that's already sweetened for you. Now listen close here. Corn Pops are hearts of corn all puffed up big and happy, with plenty of tasty sweetening on them. Now, you can eat 'em the way I eat 'em when I listen to Wild Bill Hickok, right out of the box by the handful. But come breakfast time, pour 'em out in a bowl and add a little milk. Now, just leave the sugar bowl in the pantry, because like I just said, they've already got the sweetening right on 'em. Every single corn pop. If you're eating 'em right now, look at the bag inside the box. That bag's pure aluminum. Keeps Kellogg's Corn Pops fresh up to 10 times longer. Now, don't go fussing with one box of Corn Pops. The way your family's going to go for 'em, you're liable to miss out on some. Get your mom to load up big. Then out of the box or out of the bowl, you can have all the Kellogg's Corn Pops you want. And you'll want plenty. Now, all together, let's tell everybody who loves Corn Pops. Kids love Pops. Moms love Pops. And Pops love Pops. Now, let's hustle on back to the show.
Now, Wild Bill has been riding for miles in full chase after the bandit when suddenly he stops his horse on a dark trail, dismounts, and puts his ear close to the ground, then listens.
Sure glad the Indians taught me this trick. Yep, there he is. With my ear close to the ground, I can hear his horse running. He's closer, and I'm gaining. Well, we haven't lost him yet. Come on, boy, let's get him. Up, boy. Up, boy. Let's go. Run!
Land of living, Mr. Jingles. Getting a body up in the middle of the night is enough to start me ailing all over again.
Well, I hope not, ma'am, but when Wild Bill Hickok says to get you, I just gotta get you.
Goodness, I hope you're right about poor Buddington not being hurt.
You ain't gone a little sweet on this Buddington, have you, ma'am?
Now, you just tend to your driving, young fella, and let's get on into town before I catch my death.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, mister. You might as well give up.
You ain't taking me in.
Now your gun's gone. Rein up.
You'll never catch me.
Okay, I've got a loop swinging to pull you off that horse. Here it comes over your head. All right, mister. Now I'm going to take you back into town like I promised Jingles, at the end of a rope.
You say Wild Bill Hickok told you to come here and wait, Doctor?
Yes, Sheriff, that's what he said, but it doesn't look like he's going to show up. So if you don't mind, sir, I think I shall take my departure.
Oh, no, you don't. I don't know what it's all about, but if Wild Bill Hickok says to wait, you wait.
But, Sheriff...
None of that button now. Just you wait.
My land o' living, that was a wild ride. Evening, Sheriff. Or is it morning? Oh, there you are, Buddington.
Evening, Miss Wilson.
Evening, Sheriff. I'm Wild Bill Hickok's partner, and my name's Jingles.
Well, glad to make the acquaintance of any friend of Wild Bill's. By the way, where is he?
Oh, he's rounding up a varmint, Sheriff. He'll be along. Well, hello, Doc. So you made it back all right.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, Buddington, are you really all right?
My dear, I cannot tell you how sorry I am about the money.
Doc, wait a minute. Do you mind if I take a little closer look at that watch chain you're sporting across your vest?
Why,
Now, who's this coming?
Just me, Sheriff, and a customer for your jail.
I knew you'd get him, Bill.
Well, he wouldn't have if he... Hey, Doc, what are you doing here?
Shut up, you idiot.
Well, now, do you two know each other?
I'd say they do, Jingles. They've been partners in crime for a long time.
What do you mean, Hickok?
A very clever scheme, Sheriff. They travel from town to town with a medicine show. Dr. Chews makes love to the widows, get their confidence and their money.
Then that's what you mean by confidence man, huh, Bill?
Exactly. When the doc starts for town on a dark road, Slash Barker comes along and holds him up.
Then Slash takes the money and skedaddles.
Oh, Buddington.
Later, they meet and split. Barker told me all about it.
Slash Barker, I'll kill you for this.
He's loco, Doc. I didn't tell him nothing.
No, Doc, he didn't. But what you just said is a confession if I ever heard one, and I've got plenty of witnesses.
I guess we won't have to wait for that wire from Abilene, huh, Bill?
No, Jingles, the description would fit these two perfectly. Here's your money, ma'am. I'd be mighty careful from now on.
Oh, I will, Mr. Hickok. But he talked so pretty.
Yes, ma'am. But you'd better stay shy of those sweet-talking hombres. With all that honey running loose, there's bound to be a bee in the neighborhood, and, well, you might just get stung again.
And now, here are the stars of Wild Bill Hickok, Guy Madison, and Andy Devine.
Well, folks, Andy and I will be back next week with more adventure and trouble.
Yeah, Guy, you always get the adventure, but what do I get? Nothing but trouble.
Meanwhile, Andy and I also hope you'll remember to get Kellogg's Corn Pops.
Right. It's the great new cereal with the sweetening already on it.
You bet it is. Andy and I think Corn Pops are great. So long.
See you next week.
Yes, sir, be sure to listen next week at this same time on this same station when Kellogg's Corn Pops brings you another exciting transcribed story of Wild Bill Hickok, starring Guy Madison and Andy Devine in person. Today's cast included Herbert Butterfield, Paul Frees, Howard McNear, Gene Vanderpyle, and Jack Moyles. Our director is Paul Pierce, music by Dick Orant. This is a David Heyer production. This is Charlie Lyon reminding you, kids love Pops, moms love Pops, Pops love Pops. Kellogg's Corn Pops.
Wild Bill Hickok! Hiya, folks. Hold on to your hats and pass those Kellogg's Corn Pops. Because here comes Guy Madison as Wild Bill and his pal Jingles, which is me, Andy Devine. We got another rootin' tootin' Wild Bill Hickok adventure story for you from that great new cereal with the sweetening already on it, Kellogg's Corn Pops!
Kellogg's Corn Pops brings you Wild Bill Hickok, transcribed in Hollywood and starring Guy Madison as Wild Bill and Andy Devine as his pal Jingles. As restless pioneers moved west, far beyond civilized frontiers, the lawless element would soon have taken control had it not been for a few strong, fearless men like Wild Bill Hickok. As Hickok and his deputy Jingles rode one night toward Horizon City, Mrs. Crawford and her son Johnny were hard at work in the office of the Banner, Horizon City's only newspaper. With them was Hiram Gibson, candidate for mayor of the town.
The type for your editorial's all set up, Mom.
All right, Johnny. Now, as soon as we get a proof made of this, I want Mr. Gibson to see what I've written.
Let me make the proofs, Mom. I know how.
Well, I hope you know the chance you're taking, Mrs. Crawford.
Well, it's the duty of a newspaper to tell folks the truth, Mr. Gibson. It's sure time somebody told them.
Here's the proofs, Mom.
Thanks, Johnny. Now, Mr. Gibson, here's what folks will read in the Banner tomorrow morning, right on the front page.
Read it to him. It's a swell editorial.
Horizon City is about to hold another election for mayor. We have the choice of two candidates. One is Hiram Gibson, who is sworn to give us clean government and a decent place to raise our families. The other is our present mayor, Jack Brody. Gambler, gunman, a man devoid of every decent instinct. The facts are all here. Read them and then decide.
Those are strong words, Miss Crawford.
I meant them to be.
Well, you know Jack Brody isn't going to sit idly by while you print things like that.
Mr. Gibson, my husband started this paper as an instrument for clean government in the West. The last promise I made to him before he died was that I'd carry on the fight.
Well, let's just hope the people have the chance to vote the way they like.
Well, I've taken care of that. I've sent for a United States Marshal to see that the elections run legal-like.
Wild Bill Hickok, Mr. Gibson. That's who's coming.
He'll have trouble with Brody and his gang. Well, I must be going. Now, please be careful, Miss Crawford.
Good night, Mr. Gibson.
Good night, Mr. Gibson. I'll take care of Mom.
Well, I'll see you both in the morning. Good night.
Lock the door, Johnny. Then we've got work to do.
We're going to print the paper tonight?
Yes. Ready to pass out first thing in the morning. Help me get the press ready.
Sure. Shall we print the election ballots tonight, too?
No, they can wait till tomorrow. My stars. Now, who could that be at the back door?
Mom, maybe you hadn't let anybody in. Oh, Mom, who is it?
Back inside, lady. We don't hurt nobody unless we have to.
Yeah, me and Madden's got some talking to do.
What do you want? You have no right to come here this time of night.
Jack Brody thinks different. He's kind of careful what goes into your fool newspaper. He's going to win that election no matter what.
I'll print what I like.
Hey, Madden, take a look. She's fixing to print plenty.
Yeah. So that's what you're up to. Well, Brody don't want it. Tear up that tight bat.
You stop that, you hear? I won't let you.
Johnny, no.
Hey, the brat's got
No,
plenty
Johnny.
of spunk, ain't he?
Don't mind him. Just shut up and get busy.
Wild Bill Hickok's coming. He'll see. He'll take care of both of you.
That suits us fine. Brody's got a reception all ready for Hickok.
Oh, wait, please. What are you doing?
Just watch it. When we get through, you won't be printing nothing for a long, long time.
Horizon City's still wide awake, Bill, from the looks of the horses around that gambling house. No, me.
You don't seem very happy about it, Jingles.
Well, gee whiz, Bill, I got a toothache.
Getting worse, is it?
Oh, my bicuspid's beating out the handle course, and my jaw's swole up like a cow eating Jimson weed.
We'll line up at dinner as soon as we have a talk with Mrs. Crawford. There's the Banner office right ahead.
Lights are still on inside. Do you think things are as bad here as she wrote you?
All she's asking for is a clean election. That's our job. Whoa, Buckshot. Whoa.
Well, sometimes that ain't easy. Now, whoa, Joker, whoa, now stand there.
Well, let's go inside and get her story.
Well, Bill, listen, trouble already.
In the Banner office. Let's get in there.
Hey, open up, let us in.
Put your shoulder to the door, Jingles. Together now.
It's Wild Bill.
Thank goodness.
Come on, let's get out of here.
There they go. They're getting out the back way.
Right after him, Jingles. Come on.
Got jelly in their bones, ain't they? Well, we'll give them a send-off.
when your old pal Panhandle Jim gets excited, he just can't sit still. Oh, not me, partners. I gotta do something. And what I like to do best is eat Kellogg's Corn Pops. Gobble 'em up as fast as I can grab 'em up. Sure is a good thing these Corn Pops are a two-way cereal. Yes, sir, you can eat Kellogg's Corn Pops two ways. One way's right out of the box like I'm eating 'em now. They're a real tasty snack with the sweetening already on 'em. Now, the other way to eat Corn Pops is out of the bowl with milk. But remember, don't go pouring a lot of sugar on 'em. They're already sweetened for you. Tasty, puffed-up hearts of corn all ready to go. And they're good for you, too. Why, partners, they're a real two-gun, two-way cereal with B vitamins, vitamin D, with important minerals and food energy, too. So if you aren't already settled back enjoying Kellogg's Corn Pops right now, you better scoot on down to the store and get a load of 'em. You'll need plenty because the whole family's going to be getting into 'em. Now listen to this little saying. Kids love Pops. Moms love Pops. And Pops love Pops. In a little while, we'll say it together. Right now, I'm busting to get back to the show. How about you? Let's go.
Now, let's return to Wild Bill Hickok and his pal Jingles. Arriving at the office of the Banner, Horizon City's little newspaper, they find big trouble as two assailants scramble out the back way into the dark.
What's our fire, Jingles?
Oh, they'll scatter them varmints much as I can see.
They had horses waiting. They're gone, Jingles.
Curled their tails, didn't they? All they fight's women and children, I guess.
Let's get back inside. We'll find out what this is all about.
Gentlemen, I don't know what we'd have done if you hadn't come when you did.
I'm glad we got here when we did, ma'am.
Bill, look what they did to this place. It's something a real dainty mule couldn't stand.
They were smashing it up, so me and Mom couldn't print the newspaper.
Jingles and I'll help straighten up, Mrs. Crawford. Meantime, you can explain things. Would you recognize those two fellows again?
Yes, for what good it'd do. They're a couple of Jack Brody's men.
Brody, who's he?
Well, maybe I should have said Mayor Brody. He's running again, and this is his idea of how to win an election.
Hiram Gibson's running against him. He'd make a good mayor, Mom says.
But Brody has other plans, that it?
Yeah, and one of them's to take over Horizon City for him and his gang.
You mean there ain't enough decent folks in this town to run a coyote like that down the road?
No, Brody's a hard man, Mr. Jingles. No one will testify against him. He's warned him away from the polls, and nobody dare stand up against him.
Except you and Johnny.
That's right, Wild Bill. We're not scared of Brody, are we, Mom?
Well, gives us courage having Mr. Hickok here.
No, my tooth. Say, Mrs. Crawford,
Yes, Jingles?
does a tooth puller live in this town?
Jingles has a toothache, Mrs. Crawford.
Well, now that's a shame. We got only one dentist in this whole valley. Makes the rounds. He won't be back here till day after tomorrow, the day of the election.
Oh, gee whiz, I got to get rid of this tooth somehow. It's throbbing me something terrible.
Why don't you do what I do, Jingles?
What?
Tie a string to it, and the other end to the doorknob.
Oh?
Then I just slam the door.
Oh, now, let's not be hasty about this. You know, that might bring complications. You know, I might get lockjaw or hoof and mouth disease.
Well, I have some camphor here someplace. That should ease the pain.
Well, I'd sure be much obliged to you, ma'am.
I still think a string would be better.
Now, cut that out, Johnny, and mind your own business.
Where do we find this man, Brody, Mrs. Crawford?
Over at the gambling house. Now, open your mouth wide, Jingles, and hold still.
Yes, ma'am. Aw.
All right, when you're ready, Jingles, we'll go over and get acquainted with His Honor, the Mayor. Watch it now, Jingles.
Hey, how about that mean-looking feller standing at the card table with the black shirt?
Yeah, he sure fits Brody's description, all right. He's watching us.
Yeah, so's everybody else. And that galoot with him's one of those mozos that smashed the print shop where I ain't breathing. Brody's got a nerve bulldozing the whole town with gunslingers like that.
It's easy to be brave with gunmen around you. Here he comes.
Well, you never know what'll blow in.
I take it you're Jack Brody.
That's right, Hickok. Or is it Wild Bill Hickok?
Yes, it's Wild Bill Hickok.
Where'd you get a name like that?
The Black Mountain Gang could have answered that for you.
Never mind, Jingles.
So the marshal's got himself a little helper. What's he do, shine your badge?
You.
Brody, I think you know why we're here.
Whatever it is, you made a mistake, Hickok. There's no need for a U.S. Marshal in Horizon City.
Yeah, we don't want no meddlers around here.
He knows what I mean, Bat.
We'll stick around just long enough to see there's a fair election, with everybody casting his vote the way he sees it.
Suit yourself. But don't worry, I'll be reelected.
You're mighty sure of yourself, ain't you, Brody?
Sure. But I'm warning you, Hickok. When the election's over, I'll provide you with an honor escort out of town. Special service for saddle tramps.
Saddle tramps? Why, you slack-jawed maverick, all...
Jingles.
Well, Bill, having a toothache is one thing, but being called a saddle tramp is something else.
He knows better. And we know what you are, Brody.
Just a lot of talk. That old Mrs. Crawford's a windbag. Nobody knows anything or can prove it.
Then supposing your man here explains why he smashed up Mrs. Crawford's print shop.
Billy's got a knife.
He won't use it.
The rest of you keep out of this if you don't want a gun blister.
Nobody's mixing in.
Brody, do something.
I warned you about that strong-arm stuff, Bat. I've got other ways to win an election.
Take him over to the jail, Jingles. It's a little rundown from lack of use, but it'll hold him.
It's a pleasure, Bill. Come on, you muscle.
Just one more thing, Brody. The banner's still going to press tonight the way Mrs. Crawford wrote it.
That's a shame, Hickok. I'd hate to have to send you out of town, feet first.
It's mighty nice of you to have us over for supper tonight, Mrs. Crawford.
That's just what I was going to say.
Oh, I'm proud to have y'all. Some more watermelon preserves, Mr. Gibson?
Well, thank you, I will. But Mr. Hickok's right. After all the work you did last night, getting your paper out and printing the ballots today.
I passed out copies of the paper to everybody, Mr. Hickok. Nobody stopped me either.
That took courage, too, Johnny. I think now the decent folks will know how to vote tomorrow.
And knowing you're here, Mr. Hickok, they won't be afraid how they vote.
Well, there's just one thing that bothers me. Brody's been awfully quiet today in spite of the way things are going.
Yeah, I noticed that, too. Jack Brody's not the kind to give up this easy.
Mrs. Crawford, I don't mind saying that this is without a doubt the best fried chicken I ever... Ow!
Your tooth bothering you again, Jingles?
Oh, it sure is.
Want me to get a piece of string now, Jingles?
Never you mind now, Johnny. I can still chomp on the good side. Pass the turnip greens, please.
Well, perhaps we're all too apprehensive about Brody's intent. Certainly he can't stand up again. What's that?
Loamy, sounds like a commotion outside.
It sure does. You don't suppose there's trouble, do you?
Fire! Fire! Hear that, Mother? There's a fire somewhere.
Johnny, study that glare down the street.
It's in your newspaper shop, Miss Crawford.
Oh, all the ballots for tomorrow's election are there. They'll be burned.
And the whole place with it. Get out the water buckets.
You run, spread the word, Johnny. The rest of us will get to the fire and do what we can.
Well, that last bucket about did it, Bill. Couple of more through the window for good luck.
Well, it stands to reason Brody and his crowd wouldn't leave the gambling house long enough to help.
We don't need them now. Get the door open, Jingles.
You know, the lamp's on the wall if the fire didn't get it.
Lamp's all right. Just a second.
Good.
Jumping June bugs. This place sure has been taking a beating here of late. Hey, here's a stack of ballots. Don't look like they've been harmed any.
Glory be. At least half the ballots are here. Guess that's all that's left of them. The rest burned for sure.
There's still enough to hold the election. At least that isn't lost.
Miss Crawford, is anything left?
Yeah, there's plenty of ballots, Mr. Gibson. I must have moved this stack over here this afternoon and get it out of the way.
Well, it's pretty clear what Brody was up to now.
It sure is, you know. He figured to burn all the ballots so there wouldn't be no election at all.
Careful what you say, Jingles. We have no proof that he started the fire.
Well, Brody's scheme's sure to backfire now. And I sure won't mind counting those ballots tomorrow night after the election. Gibson's bound to win.
Now, Mrs. Crawford, you finished counting the ballots?
I have, Mr. Brody, with Hickok's help. I'll announce the results if you'll keep quiet and give me a chance.
We're listening, Miss Crawford. Go ahead.
Votes cast for Hiram Gibson, 210. For Jack Brody, 239. Jack Brody wins.
Well, now that is a surprise. Seems I win again, in spite of Wild Bill Hickok and his overgrown deputy.
I'm awfully sorry, Mr. Gibson. There's nothing we can do now.
I know, Miss Crawford, but I can't understand it.
Oh, neither can I. But there are the ballots, all marked, and anybody who wants to can count them.
Well, if that's the will of the majority, I have nothing to say. Congratulations, Mr. Brody.
I'm deeply touched.
He don't need none of your talk, Gibson. Looks like the party's on you, Brody.
You'll get it. But first, I've got some official business. To run Hickok and Jingles out of town.
Now you're talking. They're both down at the marshal's office. What are we waiting for? Come on. Let's go get 'em.
Partners, when it comes to cleaning out lawless towns, it's tough to do better than Wild Bill and Jingles. And when it comes to rustling up a rootin' tootin' cereal, you can't do better than tasty Kellogg's Corn Pops, the kind that's already sweetened for you. They taste good, and they're good for you, too, because they got plenty of vitamins and minerals in them, just like it says on the Corn Pops box. Help make you big and strong. You can eat all you want, and the reason you'll just keep on eating them is because those Kellogg's Corn Pops are golden hearts of corn, puffed up big and crunchy. And they're already sweetened for you. Out of the box or out of a bowl with milk. But don't use any sugar, because the sweetening's already there, and plenty of it. And that silver-like bag inside the box is really something. It's pure aluminum, keeps Corn Pops fresh up to 10 times longer. And your mom can use it to store things in the refrigerator or for wrapping sandwiches. But best of all, and already sweetened for you, are Kellogg's Corn Pops. You know who loves Pops? Let's say it together. Kids love Pops. Moms love Pops. And Pops love Pops. You said it. Now let's get back to Wild Bill and Jingles.
Now back to Horizon City, where Wild Bill Hickok and Jingles stand awaiting Jack Brody's angry mob.
Hey, Bill, they're coming this way, and, well, you know what that means.
Let 'em come, Jingles. I'm not through yet. Besides, you still haven't been to the dentist.
Well, I can stand an aching tooth a lot better than I can a hole in the head.
There's the two of them. Now we'll send them packing.
Toss them out, men. Make sure they don't come back.
You've come far enough, Brody.
You heard what he said. None of you long-eared sidewinders are running us out of town. Now stand back or my trigger finger's going to get some exercise.
Maybe we'll start with that bucket of lard who calls himself a deputy.
Why, you...
I told you what had happened, Hickok, the minute I won the election.
I remember, Brody, but I'm not sure you have won an election.
What are you talking
Why,
about?
Mr. Hickok, what are you talking about?
You saw the votes counted, Marshal. How can anybody challenge it now?
That's just what I'm about to explain, Mr. Gibson.
He's got nothing to say. Grab him and come on.
That frozen Bill?
Now listen to me, all of you. Somebody deliberately set fire to Mrs. Crawford's newspaper shop last night. We got the fire out before all the ballots were burned, just like they wanted us to.
Well, what are you trying to tell us, Mr. Hickok?
I'm saying I don't think the other half of the ballots were burned at all.
You mean, Bill, that you think they were stolen and then somebody set that fire to make it look like those other ballots had burned up?
Exactly.
You saying we took them?
Shut up.
Now I know Brody's men took the ballots, marked them last night in Brody's favor.
But the townspeople did vote, Mr. Hickok.
Sure they did. But after the election, the real, honest ballots were switched with the phonies. A crooked mayor'd have ways of working that.
Don't believe him. If Hickok isn't lying, why doesn't he prove it?
All right, Mr. Brody. I'll admit what I said isn't true. If you'll go to your office and open up your safe right now.
His safe? What for?
To show us the real ballots. The ones that elected Hiram Gibson for mayor. Stashed away there till he had a chance to get rid of them.
And look at Brody squirming like a half sidewinder waiting for sundown.
By the way, Brody, you should have told your boys to wash their hands before they marked the phony ballots. That dirty print's all over them. It gave you away.
That doesn't prove a thing. Now for the last time.
I go along with Hickok. Let's have a look in the safe right now.
You ain't looking at nothing.
He's drunk!
When a guilty man goes for his gun, that's all the proof you need.
Now you're talking. Hear them varmints down. I got Brody.
Not yet, you haven't.
Ow, hit me on my sore jaw, will you? I'm about to stop you clean the china.
Jingles, that's enough.
Oh, now, Bill, you seen him hit me.
Let him up.
Oh.
Brody's men aren't behind him anymore, now that the right people have taken over.
Well, it sure was nice of Mr. Brody to open up his safe for us, wasn't it? With a little coaxing, that is.
The ballots were all here, Mr. Hickok, just like you said they'd be.
Well, they're all counted just as soon as Johnny finishes adding up the results.
I'm all through, Mr. Hickok. Here are the figures.
Thanks, Johnny. Take them, Mrs. Crawford. Want to tell the folks waiting outside?
It'll be a pleasure. Folks, I've got news for you. Horizon City has a new mayor, Mr. Hiram Gibson.
Wait a minute now. Don't shout for me, folks. Mr. Hickok did this. We've got him to thank.
You've got a good mayor now.
Jingles, I almost forgot to tell you.
Oh, yes, Mrs. Crawford?
The dentist just got back in town about an hour ago.
Oh, yeah, the dentist.
Now I can look after that tooth that's been hurting you.
And it's about time. You know, it's my bicuspid right back here, and, well, what do you know?
He's all set for you, so you better hurry.
No need to now. Bill, you know when Jack Brody hit me out there?
Yes, Jingles?
He knocked that tooth plumb out of my head. It's gone. You know, I got to remember to thank him the next time I go by the jailhouse.
And now, here are the stars of Wild Bill Hickok, Guy Madison, and Andy Devine.
Well, folks, we'll be back next week with more adventure and excitement.
We sure will, and how about it? You Wranglers going to be with us?
We sure hope so. Andy and I also hope you'll remember to get Kellogg's Corn Pops.
Right. It's the great new cereal with the sweetening already on it.
You bet it is. Andy and I think Corn Pops are great. So long.
See you next week.
Yes, sir, be sure to listen next week at this same time on this same station when Kellogg's Corn Pops brings you another exciting story of Wild Bill Hickok, starring Guy Madison and Andy Devine in person. Today's cast included Irene Tedrow, Jess Kirkpatrick, Fred Shields, Johnny McGovern, Lou Krugman, and Jack Moyles. Our director is Paul Pierce, music by Dick Orant. This is a David Heyer production, transcribed in Hollywood. This is Charlie Lyon reminding you, kids love Pops, moms love Pops, Pops love Pops. Kellogg's Corn Pops.